Is that what we're doing for this one? Is that what we're doing for this one?
I'm not gonna have this hair much longer, man. I gotta flex.
It's a great day to play, everybody. Welcome on into the channel, yeah. Whether this is your first time here, you are rejoining us. Thank you so much for being here with us today. You are loved, you are appreciated, you're always welcome here, and you are enough. We have a guest today. Lucas, say hi.
Hi.
He did good, right? Everybody congratulate Lucas. Go down in the comments right now. Go down and say congratulations, Lucas. That was a great hi. I'll wait.
Make sure that he'll say nice things out. Make sure that they say nice things.
So for those of you who joined our live stream last week and checked out some of our other videos, Lucas is my producer for Stream Studios, our business, and also the producer that was with our new single. If you guys have checked it out, I'm Coming Back. If you haven't already, you should check it out. Spotify, Amazon Music, and iTunes. He breaks mics, though. So.
Sorry.
Sorry. So I'm so sorry. We had him on, and people really, really liked it. And one of the things that we were able to do, we did a reaction video, was we were able to get more into like the technical side of things, which was really, really cool. Lucas is also an artist himself. You're going to be able to check him out. That's TechOn. That'll also be in the description below. But what I thought would be really, really cool to do is go through some of like my most memorable videos or my most memorable songs that stuck out to me, and then get his take on them from a more like technical perspective and go through them and kind of relive the moment all over again while we start him on his journey. So I hope that you guys are going to like this. Please, if you want to see more of this, make sure leave those comments below. If you're like, yeah, you two are great together, leave them alone. If you want to see us fist fight or something like that, you can put that in the comments. It probably won't happen, but I still want to hear about it. Fanfic?
If they were to say, I want to see you fist fight.
Yeah.
The subcontext would be, I want to see Josh get crumpled.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know, but
you see this?
I like.
Hold on. You guys
like the size of my. That's like the size of my wrist.
You guys can't see it because it's behind the.
That's like the size of my wrist.
Okay. Well, it's been a little. I've been working a lot in the studio for this guy, so I lost a little bit of my, but I'm getting it back. I'm getting it back.
Anyway, please leave your comments below, like, subscribe, hit the little notification bell so you know when the videos come out. You know when our live streams happen. You can check out our live streams every Saturday at noon Central Time. He's going to be joining us a lot more often. It is a lot of fun, I promise you. But today, we're going to be doing on Kinetic Manifesto, and I am really, really excited to see what you think, and I'm excited to watch this
a film?
over again.
Are we going to watch a whole? It says film.
No, it's not. It's a music video.
Why does it say film? I don't have like.
Because it just says film on it.
Okay, I want to know if I was getting into Harry Potter 7.
This is gonna be a 4-hour video. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Give me
Sit
some
tight.
popcorn.
Sit tight. Let's go. This is such an iconic intro. It's so good. I wish I had an intro this good.
Okay.
Before we get into it, initial, because this is your first. Technically, I mean, you've heard some of their English things because we listened to them last week on the stream.
Right.
You've never seen a video by them besides for like I think I showed you one dance scene to show you like what I was doing at one point. But you've never seen anything by BTS.
No. So, you're just asking me?
What's your initial thoughts?
As far as production goes,
Yeah.
the beat is really, really, really good and actually really difficult to make. The beginning of it is whatever, but then when he starts singing and the background music, like all you hear is drums, his voice, and whatever's making the chords in the background, but you don't really know what it is. What's making the chords in the background are vocal samples chopped up to create background like synth effect. But
the whoop 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 whoop, that part you're talking about.
There's that part, but then there's also there's like kind of stuff spinning around in the background, like panning back and forth, that are just random vocal takes that I'm guessing that they chopped up and put in the background, plus the 808 and then the drums.
Yeah.
But that part of the beat is, even though it's the verse and it's like no one really listens to the verse stuff, that's probably so far cool. The most difficult part of the whole song to produce.
There's so much going on in the back of that.
Yeah, there really is.
There's so much going on in the back of that.
God, I would hate, like, if you were to give me one of their project files with like all the tracks
Your
on it.
Your computer couldn't run it. My computer couldn't run it.
It could play them all without any plugins on it, but like to have to mix something this big it's a big task.
So here's the thing that I think they produce this shit themselves.
Yeah, you told me that, and I still I know their army's going to be watching this, but like I can't for the life of me believe that not only do they have time to be amazing dancers, amazing singers, but then also be amazing producers at the same time. Like, where is the time in the day?
Well, so this is something that like I've talked about before, but I also like wish, right? Think about, so what was your favorite thing in high school and like growing up? Wasn't like academic classes, right?
No.
What did you love to do?
I skateboarded until I found that I could sit down and play music.
Okay, and then you love music, right?
Right.
And I was the same, like music literally saved my life.
Yeah.
Like, and so I hate that here we put such this focus on once you get to high school on academics and just learning stuff that's like not even trivial. And then you go to college here even, and it's like you're paying for general ed classes that you're not even going to use with your major, right? It's like this weird focus, and we don't focus enough on this. So a lot of these guys, I mean, some of them were 12, 13 years old when they drafted them and brought them in, and like they would go to high school during the day, and then they'd get out of high school, and like at like 1, 2 o'clock, and from like 2 to 10 o'clock at night, they're literally taking vocal classes, taking dance classes, taking music production classes. Like, so these guys literally every single day, and there's 7 of them, mind you.
Right.
So it helps. But like, could you imagine if we could duplicate 7 of us for the work volume?
True. And then plus at the same time, the people that they're working with are probably some of the highest end people.
Correct.
In their country or even probably other countries.
Yeah. And they still get to learn. Now, they did start with a very, very small, like one of the most impressive things about them is they were not one of like the big 3 studios when they started with big hits. So it's a very, very different feel for them, and they had to do a lot of it themselves, but they do this 12, 14, 16 hours. Like they live, breathe, and sleep this 7 days a week. They don't have families and social lives. Like they are their family.
Right.
So it's just, it's unbelievably impressive, like the amount of talent that like these guys have. God, dance so fucking hot.
This is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, man.
Yeah, it's another one of those things where I'm just looking at it. I'm like, damn. Like I'm just looking at it and I'm like, damn. Like they it's a perfect pop song. And because the trope of a perfect pop song is where you're like, I don't know what style of music this is. It pulls from all different kinds of styles of music and puts it into something that is meant to catch your ear.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't know what they're saying. I should have been reading it. Oops. But also, like, they're I'm sure that you know what they're talking about in this?
Yeah, I mean the stuff's right there.
Yeah. Okay. But so as far as pop songs go, it's like you want to put out a song that says something, but at the same time you want it to be catchy, and that's the hardest part about pop music, is being like, I want to say all these things, and I all these things I feel about, and then I also want to make sure that everybody wants to listen to it.
I can't wait, and the reason that I'm holding back some of the stuff about this song and some of the stuff about some other stuff is because there are some songs that I'm gonna get you to react to with me later that are going to like be the epitome of what you just said. And so we're going to wait till we get to that point to talk about it.
Right.
Because there's going to be some like moments for you that are going to be like for me where it's just like it goes from like this group is a fire ass pop group, which like I wanted to show you one of their songs that wasn't an English based song because that's how I started. And it like gave me the wrong impression of what this group was capable of. And then but also, I don't want to also show you the other stuff yet because I want you to see like the pop aspect, and then I want to go into like some of their other stuff where it's like, holy shit, how did this become a song?
Right.
You know,
Okay.
and like that's kind of where we're going with this. So, it's so good. And then the fact that like this dance is fucking phenomenal, and the whole drum thing going on, like this like drum line thing going on. Like, where did you get the thing that amazes me about this song so much? It's like, where did you sit down and you're like, let's make a song based around a drum line? Because it literally starts and it like sounds like you're watching a halftime show at a college football game.
Right. I mean, they probably were watching a movie, and they probably were watching Friday Night Lights, and were like, that's hot, and you know.
You know, RM, the main guy for the group, he learned English by watching Friends.
Really?
Shit you not? Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. That sugar. That's V. This is Jimin. That transition there.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Like, how do you go? Like, one of the things that I enjoy about them so much is they are one of the 2 or 3 groups that I feel are out there that are like masters of transitions.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
there's a bunch of very, very good groups out there. You know, a lot of people don't like BTS lumped in the same with a lot of the other K-pop. But there's a lot of good producers out there, right? That are producing their music for them. And BTS is definitely in like the top 2, top 3 of groups that like have the ability to take songs that don't sound like that they should fit together and find ways to transition from one part to the next and then back into another part, or sometimes 4 or 5, like it sounds like 4 or 5 different songs mashed together. And like when you take something like that, slow down the tempo, completely just put this now light vocal in here for this song that was just like, you know,
I don't think they actually slow down the tempo, but
it just feels like like it, right?
So there's a moment when you're creating, and when you start when you start creating to when you actually start getting good at it, is where you when it comes to transitions like that, whole song just dropped out, some organ or something came in and was doing a thing, and then they built on it, and they're going to go back. So most people would be like, they'd have that organ part in their head, and they're like, how are we gonna get from there to there, man? How the fuck are we gonna get from there to there? And then once you start producing more and more and more, and you're like, we're just gonna do that. We're just gonna do that, and then mix it correctly so that it doesn't sound like, so it doesn't sound that bad. But we're just gonna go to that spot, because why not? Like, a lot of times, people between beginning and being okay at something, they overthink and overthink and overthink. Whereas these guys are, obviously, they've been doing it for a long time. They're just like, no, we're just gonna go there.
Well, and I think one of the biggest things that separates from people is you still have to be talented enough to do it.
Well, right,
right,
of course.
and like that's the biggest thing is like I've actually talked about this before in recently in a previous video where I've talked about that, like, it's been so refreshing working with you, because with two of us, we have different voice qualities that both of us bring to the table, and different mindsets that both of us bring. And so when you're open-minded, that we're able to create music that we wouldn't otherwise be able to create alone. Like, we'd be able to create it, but it wouldn't be as good.
Right, exactly.
And these guys have 7 completely unique and individual voices that can hit literally from up here to down here.
Yeah, to be able to create those chords with vocals like that.
Yeah.
And be able to be like, not only can we create these chords with these vocals, which is unbelievable because of the ranges, but then also be like, oh yeah, and we can do it live because there's 7 of us or however many.
It's just sick.
Who's your favorite?
No. Okay, first off, I still to this day I am OT7. Okay, that means that I love all of them because I think I've said this many times. If you removed any one member from BTS, it would not be BTS anymore.
Oh, yes, of course.
And
yes.
But there are groups that you could do, like, think back to like our type. Think back to the Backstreet Boys. I feel like you could remove 2 of the 4 members and still have the Backstreet Boys.
Oh yeah, who's that guy who always had the goatee?
Yeah. Who the fuck cares about Kevin, right? Wasn't it Kevin? I think it was Kevin.
I don't know.
Who knows, right? Yeah. Because people only knew Brian and Nick.
Right.
That was basically it, right?
Yeah.
Take NSYNC. Justin Timberlake leaves, what happens? It's just sync. It just stinks.
No, the dude that went to space, Lance.
He's doing some things now, but he wasn't that great either. Justin Timberlake was the main of that group, right? Like, it was a group built around 1 member or 2 members.
I agree about what you're saying, but if someone were to be like, I'm gonna send you 400 posters of just one of the guys.
No, I wanted of all of them.
I want all of them. Okay.
I wanted of all of them because like everybody brings like, okay, so let's run down really quick because so you have some of the main vocals. So V has the deep voice.
Yeah.
Okay. He's got that deep soul tone. I love and this is where depending on the song, it's gonna be like, oh, it's him now. Oh, it's him now. It moves because they bring so much to the table. So you have V. Jimin has the high range and has just so much. You're gonna hear it in a lot of songs. Has this like this very Michael Jackson influence vibe.
Okay.
This like kind of like this high end growl that's just really hard to duplicate and has these really really gorgeous high notes. Jin is kind of like the main vocalist for them. He's just got a very very wide range. He's known as Worldwide Handsome. Okay. And then you have JK, which is one that was just singing here. He's known as the Golden Maknae. So he is the youngest of the group. He does everything well.
Okay.
Like, there is nothing that the kid can't do. I think he probably impresses me. They all impress me, but I think he probably, for his age and for the amount of things that he can do, like, there's a reason he has his title. He is just like God. Like, how? Right? And I like his attitude is infectious. RM is the leader of the group. He's also known as Rat Monster. Okay. He's the one that generally he speaks English fluently. A lot of the guys can understand it, and some of them can kind of speak it, but he's the one who do a lot of the translating for them. He does a lot of their interviews and stuff for them. And then you have J-Hope, which also does a lot of the rapping and a lot of the dance line. And then you have Suga, which is also one of their main rappers. So you have basically 3 main rappers, but they can all do everything. They can all sing, they can all dance. Okay. So like, you're going to see different things for each of them where it's like, what?
Right.
Like, that's why I can't just choose one because it just, once you see more of them, it's like they wouldn't really, you take one person away.
Right.
It just isn't BTS.
Okay.
So that's where I'm at. He tried to catch me up, folks.
I wasn't, what do you mean?
He tried. Okay. So I remember this was actually during a Blackpink thing, but I talked about, they're called, who's your God? What, man, now I'm blanking, and this is gonna look really bad. But like basically, who's your go-to, right? Like who's your person? And I mentioned like I was impressed by 3 of them the most because I hadn't heard the other one a lot. And then people like jumped and were like, oh, why not this person? Like it's just like,
oh, well, I
but
mean,
like for these groups, like seriously, like I enjoy the musicality of it, and so it's just like I feel like having a preference is just, you know.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Like, okay, cool, man.
I love them all. I love them all.
All right.
It's called a bias. It's called a bias.
It's not called a, because that makes it negative.
No. That's what they call it.
Like there's
I just
there's just one, like out of all of them, there's one dude that I would like to hug the most. That's for sure. I don't know his name.
Who would you like to hug? Which one?
The guy that raps.
The guy
with a real low voice.
With a real low. You have to show me. I don't know. I think you mean B, but he's not.
He rapped in this song.
Yell at me.
Oh, here comes the thing. Very cool.
Is it him, the guy on the right? No. Okay. That's J-Hope. He was rapping before. Is it Sugar
the guy
RM?
On the way on the right.
On the right. That's RM. That's the leader.
Oh yeah.
That's the leader. Okay.
Yeah, he's rad.
Yeah.
He looks like he's
always got the coolest
in a movie.
hair.
Yeah.
He's always got the coolest freaking hair.
It almost sounds real.
I wonder if it is.
It might be.
It might be. I mean, they have the resources for that, right?
Yeah. Of course. Oh yeah.
So
yeah,
it might be, but it might not be. I mean, they are also. I'm sure their equipment is amazing.
Dude, I did some time in marching band, and like that almost sounds. It almost sounds real.
Yeah.
It almost does.
That's funny. I did too. What did you play?
Drums.
You played drums.
Yeah. That's a...
I know. Yeah.
That's up there. That's up there. Woof.
There's I wish I had a 30-second, a 64th of their dancing ability.
Oh, dude.
Seriously.
I accepted long ago that I make what you dance to. I don't dance.
I just want to. Like I wish I could just do a fraction of it, you know?
You could just practice, man.
I haven't got time for that.
You could do what they did with the coat. They take the coat off and then do the...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tell you what, here we go, guys. What? Challenge time.
Okay.
Challenge time. 100,000 subscribers.
What are you at right now?
28 and some change. 28 and some change.
Okay.
So I mean, to be fair though, we've only been doing this for 5 months, 6 months, right?
100,000 subscribers.
100,000 subscribers.
You will do something.
100,000 subscribers. You
mm-hmm.
will make a track.
Okay, that's easy.
Okay.
Yeah.
For that we're gonna sing on. That we're gonna do a song like this.
Okay.
And I will hire a choreographer.
Okay.
The one that I was working with, I will hire, and we will do a full video.
With dancing?
With dancing.
Oh. I'm gonna have to lose some weight.
Huh?
I'm gonna have to lose some weight for this one.
Me too. I want to say we'll do a full video. Hey, I'll keep your part super. You can just kind of like do like singing stuff, but I'll do it at least.
Okay.
I'll do it at least.
Because you're gonna.
You can do some simple stuff. I'll do it.
I'll be sitting at the end of an ambulance going, I'm too old for this shit.
100,000. 100,000. Right now. Mark it down. Help us get there.
And that
we'll
sample
do it.
will be in that song. I'm too old for this shit.
it'll be like a I'm too old. I'm too old.
No, it'll be right before the drop. I'm too old for this shit.
All right, let's finish this shit up. I don't look like Jimin though.
No.
I gotta lose the dad bod right now.
They're just such the total package of like just all the right things.
Yeah.
Like what you can't say no. Like I could show this to somebody that's like, I only listen to country music and that's all I want and only America. And you'd be like, but what about this? And they'd be like, I don't like it. You know, like,
I'm dancing to it.
I'm not a big fan of this at all.
Oh
you know?
my god.
They're so good, man. And like this is like the second or third song I've heard by them, and I've been impressed every time. And I'm probably gonna continue to be impressed.
Just wait.
That beat
no
was
idea what's
really
coming.
good. That beat was really good.
The only issue that I think we're gonna have is hopefully you guys are willing to watch almost like 30-minute reaction videos to songs. Because but that's the whole point of a reaction video, right, guys? You want to hear the actual reactions, not just watch people.
Yeah.
Do this. That was fire, man. Subscribe on the Patreon page.
Yeah.
It's only $27 for a month.
That was pretty sweet.
Anyway, thank you all so much for being here with us today. You can check out our new single on Spotify, on Amazon Music, or on iTunes. If nobody told you that they love you today, don't forget, we love you. You're appreciated. You're always welcome here in this channel, and you are enough. Last, but certainly not least, it was
a great day to play.
A great day to play. Thank you all so much for being here, and we will see you in the next video. Bye-bye. And it's time to change for the last